Hey everybody, Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Hope you guys are doing well. 5 days until Christmas, guys. Still shorts and t-shirt. Are you serious? Loving it, loving it. Thanks for joining me on the channel, guys. I will be uploading this video with some Connecten internet, so be sure to check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. Have you guys noticed, I made a video a couple weeks ago about realizing how much I was actually paying with my streaming services. It adds up, guys. All this, I took a look at it and I was able to delete 9 of 11 services that I had and save $217 a month. I'm still paying, I think, somewhere near $35 for YouTube Premium and Amazon Prime. But Amazon Prime gives me free shipping and everything like that. But I was able to cut $217. It added up. I feel like we're in this weird place right now where things are changing. The streaming services, they're no longer saving us money anymore, right? That's not worth it. Yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I have been a partner with Dish Outdoor Satellite TV for 8 years now, over 8 years now, and I think it's taken understanding how streaming services have started to take advantage of us for me to really realize the benefit of satellite TV for nomads. So listen, if you're out there and you're on the fence or you're tired of paying for all these streaming services and looking for an option, I'm telling you, Dish Network, Dish Outdoors could be something that you want to look at as a nomad, because for me, it's actually all I need, and it is so much better than everyone is telling you. Let me show you guys. So first of all, if you're a Dish satellite customer at home, if you have a home somewhere and then you travel temporarily, the awesome part is you can add Dish Outdoors to your RV Nomad seasonally as an optional $5 a month extra, which is what I did for many years while I still had a stick and bricks home and I could put it on my RVs. Otherwise, don't worry, it's pay as you go. There's no contract, there's no credit check. You can literally just go buy your satellite dish, whatever one you want, and then you buy a Wally receiver that comes with a remote that looks like this. Call them up, set up your account, pick which package you want. They have a massive, massive channel lineup available. You can also get your locals. That's right, guys. You can watch local channels on the road via satellite. No internet. And in this day and age, everybody's complaining about streaming services not working no matter what kind of internet you have. It just doesn't work. Well, guess what? It's old school, guys. The satellite just needs a clear shot of the southern sky. That's it. That's all you have to do. There's no other fees. You just aim it, you plug it in, you wait 5 minutes, you're good to go watch TV. There's a great little app you can use to update your locals on the road so that wherever you travel, you'll always get your Fox, CBS, NBC, and ABC channels, CW, all that stuff on the road for one low price. And there's no contract, guys. If you know you're not going to use it next month, you can just pause it. There's no fee. It just pauses it. And the next time you want to use it, you pay your monthly fee. I have had a Dish satellite dish on, I want to say 8 different rigs in a row in the last 8 to 9 years. I usually like to mount them on the roof like I have with the NautiBus here, but I also like, right now I have a spare one that I took off another rig. I carry with me with an extra 50 feet of coax cable. That way I can put it out somewhere in case I'm up in the Northwest and there's just too many trees and I want to park in the shade. You can put the dish out somewhere else. But usually, for the most part, 95% of the time, all I have to do is push one button and the dish on the roof of my NautiBus automatically connects and I'm watching TV. No internet, it's just easy. And guys, you can record as many shows as you want with a DVR function add-on as well, which is, I love it. You can record overnight, fast forward through all the commercials, record all your shows and have them ready. Or if there's a football game you like to watch and it's 3 hours long, you can set your DVR to record it, wait about an hour after it starts, and then hit start from the beginning, and then you can fast forward through all the commercials. By the end of the 3 hours, you're already caught up anyway live. You didn't watch any commercials. Let me go inside and show you how easy it is to set up Dish Network, Dish Outdoors for your RV on the road as a nomad. There is my satellite dish on top of the NautiBus right there. I've got the Dish Playmaker. You can buy these separate if you want. If you find a better price, you can buy your Dish compatible satellite dish, and then you can buy the Wally receiver separately, and then all you got to do is call them up and activate it. So there's where mine sits on top of the bus. I haven't actually finished the ceiling here in the front. My wood planks come to here, but I have the coax from that hanging down right here. There's a lot of different ways to do this. There's people who will tell you it's better just to keep it portable. Don't hook up anything to the roof. Just literally carry your dish with your coax cable, and then when you get parked, bring in your coax cable through an opening, a window, through the slide gasket through there or something. I think this is my preference. I like doing a little bit of work extra and then being able to push one button every time I get parked. And I'm going to show you that setup. But essentially, there is no power that needs to go to that dish. That dish on top of the roof is connected with a standard coax cable that you plug in, just like the old school coax TVs. That coax then runs the length behind these planks all the way through my bus until we get down here, and then it pops down right here. It's dusty, but from there, it connects into my Wally receiver here, which is powered by AC power and then has an HDMI port to my TV. As Opie will lovingly model for us, I've got a show on right now on the Discovery Channel. You can see that I have it paused. Yes, you can pause live TV on Dish Outdoors, guys. This one also has the remote finder, so if you lose your remote somewhere in the RV, you push a button on your receiver down there, and this will beep and tell you where it's at. It's happened a couple times by mistake while traveling, and I had to pull over and find out where it's at. But actually, I'm going to reverse. I'm going to back up and I'm going to show you how to set this up each day, including with the app, what I do as a traveler and how convenient this really is. But I do have the America 250 package, which includes all of my locals. Basically, the way that works, and I'm going to show you in the app, is as you travel, you're going to get the locals that are where you're parked. So if you're up in Seattle, Washington, and you travel down to Los Angeles, you're going to update. You're not going to get Seattle locals anymore. You're still going to get a Fox network, an ABC network, NBC, CBX, and all that, but you're going to get it from LA because that's where your satellite dish is pointed. But let me, first of all, if you've already purchased that equipment separately, like you got a really good deal on it, you've set up your satellite dish, you've got your Wally receiver, you're going to plug it in right now. All you have to do is plug it in and then call Dish Outdoors directly. They will help set you up from there. They're going to run you through the home feature where you're going to go to the home, you're going to select your HD. She's going to ask you to input some of these numbers that are on the next screen right there, which I don't want to show you all of my numbers there, but you can set that all up. You're going to be a pay-as-you-go. There's no contract. All you got to do is not pay 1 month, and they're going to pause it and hold it for you until you're ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug my Wally receiver as if I'm going to drive. Let's say I'm going to take off tomorrow morning. I'm going to unplug my receiver right now, and then we're going to get parked in our new state, okay? Okay, we just got parked. Turn my Wally receiver back on. This is the first screen you're going to see, and it says starting up. This whole process takes less than 5 minutes, guys. All right, and on the mobile antenna setup page, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to ask you to select your state. So as you're traveling, like right now it says Southern California. All the states are listed in here. You go down, Colorado, Connecticut. I will mention California and Texas are split into northern and southern. Actually, I think Texas is east and west. So we're in Southern California, then you go down and you hit scan, and then you're gonna wait while the switch installation progress goes. It does say it'll take up to 5 minutes, but oftentimes this is much less than 5 minutes. Dad, they do have the cat channel, right? They have lots of channels, Opie. They have lots of scenescapes where you can see the birdies on the screen and chase them. Yeah, so they actually do have the cat channel. You're right, yeah. There we go. The bar just filled up all the way there. If you've noticed that it doesn't go past about halfway after about 4 or 5 minutes, you're probably under a tree or there's an obstruction somewhere. That's a pretty good hint. Here we go again. Acquiring signal is the next one you'll see, and it says this should take no more than 5 minutes to complete, but the whole process is actually under 5 minutes. Again, if you get stuck on the previous page for any longer than 4 or 5 minutes, you are likely you have an obstruction and you're going to have to move your RV or your dish. I usually just get it started and then kind of walk away. I mean, there's a lot I can do in 5 minutes. I'm feeding the cats their canned dinner flaked tuna treats. Or you can just walk away. You can even turn the TV off and come back, and it'll be on when you get back in 5 minutes. So, while I can't explain the technology exactly, the satellite dish is currently rotating around, finding exactly where I'm parked and where the southern sky's at and where the 3 Dish Network satellites are located without a dedicated power line going to the dish. That's right. It's just using the low voltage coax cable to search for our satellites right now. There we go. It's on. It's actually live right now. This is live PD here on Friday night. I always watch this show. I think when you first turn it on, it either goes to the last channel that you were on, or it goes to your most popular channel, so Reels here. I actually forgot to record it tonight, but I know this one, so I'll actually show you. They're going to do a replay right after this, so I'll hit the DVR button. And this will show me all of my recordings that I have so far. You've also got your timers, which will show you what you're scheduled to record later. But all I need to do is go to the guide. The guide button is right here. And I go over one more here to the next time. And that is also tonight's new episode. Tonight, here on a Friday, December 19th. And I just hit select one more time. And then it says my options are record this, record series. I never do record series because I move often and I never know if I'm always going to have TV. So I'm going to record this one. It'll change to a red dot right there. And it'll record the replay of the live. So it's not technically going to be the live. Right now is the live. And then we go back. And yeah, I mean, it's like normal TV back in the day. You can hit the guide channel, you can go through here, and you got all your channels. You got the H&I network there for the Star Trek, Voyager, Enterprise, and the Next Generation there. And then you got channel up and down here. I usually set it to my own guide because, like I said, 250 channels is a lot of channels. So if you hit guide here, you can see that now it's selected as none. If I go down to Eric, that's my custom favorite channels. So this skips all the stuff that all the channels that I don't like to watch. So now we've got my Comet for X-Files and INSP for all my classic cowboy stuff. So this skips all the dumb channels that I don't care about, all the QVC and all that stuff. And I think that makes it a lot simpler, as there's a way to go in there and only watch the stuff that you want to watch. But yeah, it's pretty easy. And then if you don't get signal, if there is a tree in the way or something and you can't watch live TV, you can always watch Opie, or you can go to your DVR here and go through here and watch anything you've recorded. What I like to do is record shows overnight. So every night before I go to bed, you'll find me on the guide channel like this. And I'm going to go, well, I'm already recording something this time, so I can only do one at a time. Otherwise, I would record all of these X-Files here. You can go past 11 p.m. and go all the way to, like, 2, 3, there's 4 a.m. And I can go down, there's some Married with Children there. And I'll just pop there on 4 a.m., hit it once, say record, yep, move over to the other one, say record that one, yep. And I just like to get extra stuff in there because I don't actually like to watch the commercials. So having more saved on my DVR actually makes it easier for me to watch TV and live without streaming services. I don't need the streaming services. Live TV is great. Also, the remote that you get with your Wally, it's easy to program this to adjust your TV volume. You just go into the settings and select what kind of TV you have. And now when I hit volume up and down, it's actually using it on the TV. When I hit mute, it mutes everything on the TV. You don't have to go back and forth and hit satellite TV, satellite TV. It knows that I want volume or mute based on what I'm pressing. This Wally also has built-in Bluetooth, which I use all the time. The Bluetooth is super handy when you're camping in case you want to wear headphones and you don't, like you're in a park and you don't want your neighbors to hear something loud, like a show like Live PD or On Patrol Live. You can also use the speakers, and you guys see, I've got my speaker right there. I've also got my subwoofer down there. So you can connect it without an optical cord. You can go Wally Bluetooth to your speaker system or your headphones outside or whatever you're using outside. What else? Oh, the Dish app. So once your smartphone is connected and you're logged into your Dish account here, again, this is where you're able to watch anything that you've recorded on your DVR. You can watch from your phone away from your house. If you forget to set one of your DVR programs and you're a state away, you can log into your Dish account on the app and you can set your DVR to record it when you forgot it, which is pretty cool. But what you'll do as you're traveling is you'll go down to services here, and then below that, there is a thing right there that says Manage Local Channels. See it right there? You'll click that. It'll load and ask you if you're in a place and you want to change. Right now, it's still set to Phoenix. The cool thing about this is you can still be about 500 miles away from some of these places and get those locals. Now, if I go to Manage Locals, it'll tell me, are you ready to check? I'm going to say no, because I'm already getting my locals and I don't want to change it right now. But you could, if I clicked it right now, I guarantee you I'd probably get like Los Angeles locals instead. And so all of that is done within the app, and it's super easy to do. So yeah, isn't it funny that older technology is actually coming back? It's like retro TV. We were all about cut the cord, cut the cord. And don't get me wrong. I mean, guys, look, things were like perfect. We were zen with just Netflix. Netflix provided documentaries and movies and TV shows, and it was just perfect for what, 5 or 6 years. And then all of a sudden, the network they all just started saying, well, we can do that too. We can make money. Paramount, Peacock, HBO, Hulu, Apple TV. Now, every new show that's advertised, it's like, well, you got to sign up for the new $20 streaming. I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. I know some of you guys are just kind of stuck on that because there's certain shows that you just can't live without. But remember, 20 years ago, this is all we had. Cable. Cable was like, I love cable TV. This is awesome. We actually got sucked into streaming services, and now you can spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You can spend over $500 on just streaming services to watch your shows. Or you can go with Dish Network, and I literally prefer this. I mean, I've been with them a while, and they haven't let me down. You don't need any extra internet for this to work. It just works. So anyways, check out the video description below. There's going to be some links for Dish Outdoors, some deals. Again, if you don't have to buy brand new, I would say this. If you can find a good used dish online, it can be used. It just has to be Dish compatible, not DirecTV compatible. You can find a good dish online, get it. You can find some good Wally receivers online, but you need to understand that all those receivers take a special card that goes in. They've been assigned to someone. If you find one at a thrift store or a garage sale, there's no telling if they didn't pay their bill or if they're behind or what the circumstance is. So my recommendation, buy a used dish. You find them at yard sales all the time. That extra one that I've got in my trailer, I think I paid $20 for it, guys, and it works great. But buy a brand new receiver, like legit through Amazon or Dish, a brand new receiver with a brand new unactivated card. And then when you set it all up, call them up and activate it. And it'll probably work great for you. I like it. I just recorded Elf last night on the TNT network, so I can watch Elf as a Christmas movie before Christmas and just fast forward to the commercials. But all right, again, 5 days till Christmas. Y'all be well. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.